World News in 5.
Right now.
News and developments making headlines around the world in 5 minutes. World News in 5. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.
Good day to all of our listeners here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service. This is World News in 5 and I'm your host, Steph Vicente. Police in Rhode Island launched a massive manhunt after a deadly shooting at Brown University left 2 students dead and 9 others injured. Reuters reports more than 400 law enforcement officers were deployed as authorities searched for the suspect who entered the campus building while students were taking exams. The university in Providence remained under lockdown for several hours following the incident. Providence Mayor Brett Smiley said officials do not believe there is a specific or ongoing threats at this time. However, a shelter-in-place order is still in effect for the campus and nearby neighborhoods as police continue their investigation. Mayor Smiley explained that the shelter-in-place order allows law enforcement to carry out the first phase of their work safely and thoroughly. Streets surrounding the campus were filled with emergency vehicles and security was tightened across the city as authorities search for the gunman who has not yet been identified. In other news overseas, Thailand has announced a curfew in its southeastern province of Trat as fighting with neighboring Cambodia spreads to coastal areas along their disputed border. According to Reuters, the curfew was imposed on Sunday, just 2 days after United States President Donald Trump said both sides had agreed to stop the fighting. Thailand and Cambodia have clashed several times this year following the death of a Cambodian soldier in a border skirmish in May. The renewed conflict has already forced hundreds of thousands of people on both sides to the border or of the border to flee their homes. Thai Defense Ministry spokesperson Rear Admiral Surasan Kongsiri said clashes have continued despite Cambodia once again expressing openness to a ceasefire last Saturday. Thailand says it remains open to a diplomatic solution but insists Cambodia must first stop its hostile actions before negotiations can begin. On Saturday, Thai forces reported destroying a bridge allegedly used by Cambodia to transport heavy weapons and supplies into the area. Thailand also said it launched operations targeting artillery positions in Cambodia's coastal Koh Kong province. Cambodia, however, accused Thailand of attacking civilian infrastructure. And finally, India has stepped up its anti-pollution measures in Delhi and nearby areas after air quality in the capital dropped to its worst level of the season. On Saturday evening, the Commission for Air Quality Management activated Stage 4, the highest level of the Graded Response Action Plan for Delhi and surrounding regions according to India's Environment Ministry. By Sunday, air quality readings across several monitoring stations had reached severe levels with the official air quality index rising above 450. This was higher than Saturday's reading of 430 and the worst so far this winter. For comparison, air quality is considered good when readings are below 50. Reuters reports that under the stricter rules, older diesel trucks are banned from entering the city. Construction work, including government projects, has been suspended. And schools have shifted to a hybrid learning setup. Delhi and its surrounding areas, home to around 30 million people, are frequently blanketed in thick smog during the winter months. Cold, stagnant air traps pollution from vehicles, construction, and crop burning in neighboring states, creating some of the world's most hazardous air conditions. Authorities are urging residents to stay indoors as much as possible, especially children and people with heart or breathing problems. And that concludes today's edition of World News in 5. For Radyo Pilipinas World Service, this has been Steph Vicente. Good day and stay safe, everyone.
World News in 5.
Right now.
News and developments making headlines around the world in 5 minutes. World News in 5. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.